Okay, folks, this is Miss G again doing another Zentangle tutorial. This time I am doing a design called Cubine. Now this is also Cubine done in triangles. We're not going to worry about that today unless you get really fired up and you want to learn it. You can certainly do requests, but for now I'm going to just do this one. So I'm going to flip over to my page, and I always start with my little square. And I'm going to create a little square and draw a grid. A grid is just horizontal and vertical lines. So these are up and down, so they're vertical. Then I'm going to go this way, which is horizontal. And I want to give you another warning to not make these too close together. Look at how uneven I am. Boy, I just drew that. That's super. I love it. It makes me happy that I'm not a robot. Okay, now in the center here, each corner of these boxes, I'm going to draw a small square, and I'm going to do this all the way over all the sides here. Now this one's a little skinnier, so I don't need to go as far. So what you do here, and this is a wonky one, so just do what you can do. And sometimes you get, you're filling a space that's not a perfect square. So you kind of just have to learn to kind of visualize and imagine what it would look like if it were complete, like this one, the square would be down here, right? Or not. Now here's the part that gets me crazy. When I am drawing, see how not perfect they are? Good, because I am not a perfect person. I'm gonna grab this pen. This is a Sharpie. I also have, like, I'm gonna use this one actually. These are Pigma pens. Sharpies are lovely, but I have a problem with this Sharpie. Will bleed through my paper. Bleeding through your paper is not a big deal all the time, but for me right now, I don't want that to happen. And what I'm using a bigger marker for is that I want to fill each one of these squares. Okay, so I'm going to fill those and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just filled these in magically, so fast. Now, if I look at it, you can see some of them I can kind of clean up or make them bigger or a little better. I use the thicker marker so it goes faster. And then what I'm going to do is put the thicker marker away and go back in. And then I'm going to take my thin one. And this is kind of the fun part. You're going to go from this corner to this corner. So corner to corner. And just draw an angle. This is a diagonal line. What I'm doing right now is creating an optical illusion. These look like little boxes. Now it's not quite finished yet, so finish first off with your corner to corner. Okay, and now if you look, I can kind of turn it. I think this looks dimensional. You're going to take your pencil and you're going to shade one section and just decide which one you want, and then fill it in around the whole thing. So I'm going to do, yeah, this one. Now, do you see when I color this fast, I'm not normally being this sloppy. I'm doing this because I have a blending tool. If you don't have a blending tool, spend a little more time lightly coloring. You don't want this to be too dark. I really want you to look at the values, and that's kind of the idea behind this, is that you have a white section, a gray, and a black. When you have those three colors working together, it creates a different value. And values are lightness and darkness of color. So this is like light, white to gray to black. So as I shift and shine and sing, smooth it out. This is my blending tool. If you don't have a blending tool, you can also get, they call them blending stumps or tortillons. If you don't have this, like I have suggested, a Q-tip would be doable. Not as, you can't use the Q-tip like over and over and over. It's actually going to need to be replaced probably every other project. But it still works. So there's the gray. And it's so cool. It looks dimensional now. So this one was called, remember, Cubine. Cubine. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.